Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hi, my name is Abigail Legala and welcome to my channel. So I know it has been forever since I have last uploaded. It's literally about to be 2 months already, and this is why I'm filming this video. Technically, I will be just like updating you guys with everything that's been going on because I have been extremely busy and like unable to film. So yeah, this video is just gonna consist of me updating you guys and why I haven't been able to like upload in the past month and a half, almost 2 months already. And yeah, I've missed like filming and stuff, but life has been extremely hectic, from like being busy to like being super sick. So it's been kind of hard for me to balance myself with like filming and then having so many things going on besides, you know. So yeah, that is what this video will be. I'm sorry, I know I already said this, but before we get on to today's video, if you're watching this in the morning, good morning. If you're watching this in the evening, good evening. If you're watching this in the afternoon, good afternoon. And if you're watching this in the night, good night. I do hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, if you just want to know what's been going on in my life, then just keep on watching. Also guys, if you guys hear any noise, I'm sorry, my sister is in my room with me. So if you guys hear any weird noises, then just blame it on Vanessa. So while I film, obviously I wanted to like a little snack because I didn't want to just like throw everything at you guys. So I'll be eating this yogurt thingy. It's strawberry and mango, and then it has like granola or whatever. I don't know if I actually want to mix the granola because maybe I'll put a little bit. So let me mix this and then we will get started. It has like pieces of, it probably looks really nasty on camera, but it has pieces of strawberry and mango. So basically, what was the last video I uploaded? I believe the last video I uploaded was my last high school assembly. Literally that happened in like the first week of March. So that's how you know I've really been slacking and like not filming and not uploading. But like I said, I've just been going through so much. So basically after that video, no wait, the video before, yeah, the like small get ready with me or whatever, the simple get ready with me, I told you guys that I have so many things coming up, and I really do, just that so many things got in the way. So I had so many videos planned for you guys, for like me to film over spring break, but they didn't end up happening. Spring break kind of just went by so fast. One of the videos that I was gonna film during spring break was like remodeling my room, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm obviously in my room, but it's like a different setup. So I moved my bed, I like moved everything around, so I was gonna film that, but it was kind of last minute. I was like, you know what, I want to remodel my room and I'm gonna do it, and I was gonna film it, but like I said, it was last minute, so I didn't end up doing that. So that's one of the videos that like I didn't end up doing. Another one was the student admitted day to CU Denver. Like you guys know, I committed there, and so they had this like student admitted day. I think I talked to you guys like about it happening, and I told you guys I was planning to film it, but obviously I didn't end up filming it because, hold on guys, I'm like running out of breath. Let me like slow down a bit. This is really bomb. Anyways, so like I said, I was planning to film that day, like film that experience, but so yeah, that morning I woke up and I was not feeling good at all, guys. Like I woke up at around 5:30 a.m. check-in time was at 8 a.m. so I woke up to like get ready and stuff and have enough time to get ready and then like obviously head over there because it is about an hour away from where I live. So Yeah, I woke up and I was not feeling well at all. I was like my body was extremely sore. I was like, do I really want to go, like, you know, because that's how, like, that's how bad I felt. I was like, I don't want to go. But obviously I decided to go because I was like, this is a one-time experience, so I'm just gonna go. And that's why I didn't end up filming that day, because of the fact that my body was so, like, it felt really weak. And then that day it was kind of chilly, and like, so like the chilliness made it even worse. And I was just not feeling well. Like, when I woke up, I was like, maybe I'll feel better, like, after I'm ready, and once we're there, then I can start filming. But it didn't happen. I just got worse. And the event was from 8:30 to 3 p.m. So we were over there for most of the day, and like I said, there was a lot of walking involved, and it was really, really cold. So it just made me feel even worse. Like, I felt myself getting sick. Like, I physically felt myself getting sick, and I was like, really, like, can we just go home? And on our way back over here, I was like, my body, like, even to like lean my head against the seat, it hurt. Like, my head was hurting, and I was like, this is like not normal. And I was like, whatever. And then that night, I was not feeling good at all. My mom was like, let's just take you into the doctors because you don't look good either. Like, I had high fever and I looked really pale according to her. So I was like, no, let's just leave it off and we'll see how I feel in the morning. Like, we'll see how I wake up. And so we did. And then I woke up not feeling any better. The night before, I had taken a couple pills to see if, like, taking pills, and I was like, I don't feel any better. And then that morning I woke up with a really, really, like, strong cough. So mom was like, let's take you in. Let's not wait anymore, because, like, you guys saw in my story time, it ended up becoming like this huge thing. So we were like, let's just go. And so we went in. We were waiting for like almost an hour, and I was like, Mom, I just want to go home. Like, I was so tired of waiting. I was like, I really don't want to do this right now. They took us back. Obviously, they took us in, and they did a couple tests. Of course, they did the flu test, ear infection, strep throat, like all those, like, and so I like told them how I was feeling and everything. They're like, this really seems like the flu. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, and it's weird because around this same exact time 2 years ago is when I had my flu for the first time, when I got the flu, and then like my whole stomach started, my whole like stomach thing started. And so it came back that I had the flu. No, it didn't come back that I had the flu. They were like, the flu test came back negative, but you have flu symptoms, so we're gonna treat it as if it's the flu. So basically what they said was, it didn't come back positive, but it may be because of the fact that your symptoms haven't even been ongoing for 24 hours. So they're like, so regardless, we're gonna treat it as if it's the flu. So they prescribed me the Tamiflu, I think that's how you say it, Tamiflu or whatever, and like some pills too. They prescribed me that, and I was like, okay. Well, I drank it. I started drinking it Saturday night. Sunday, I was a little bit better, but I wasn't fully better. I haven't even told you guys when this. Oh wait, yeah, I did. So this obviously was like literally like the end of spring break. The spring break had already came to an end, and we were gonna go back to school on Monday. So then Sunday, I was like, I don't know if I can go to school like this. So my mom's like, just don't go. Like, you'll miss tomorrow and you'll be fine. So I keep playing with my hair, guys. Sorry, it's just bothering me. It's like starting to get curly already, so don't mind that. And so my mom was like, just don't go to school tomorrow. And I was like, okay, fine. Sunday night, we noticed that my tonsils were huge, guys. And when I mean huge, I mean huge. I even took a picture of it. I'm not gonna insert it because people probably don't want to see that. But they were huge, and they were irritated. Like, they were huge, red, and my airway was extremely small. Like, it was really small. And I was like, let's take you in, because the doctor didn't say you were supposed to be getting any worse, So I was like, no, I'll be fine. I was like, I'll just sleep it off. I'll take my my pills, and then I'll drink the Tamiflu in the morning again to see if I feel better. The thing is, I woke up at 2 in the morning because I was not able to breathe. I was like struggling breathing, and mom was like, we're taking you into the hospital. So we went into the emergency room, and it turned out that so my tonsils were like almost touching each other to the point where I had no airway. Like, that's why I was struggling breathing, because my airway was extremely small, smaller than what I went to bed with. So they took me in, and they were like, they as soon as they opened, like, they checked my throat, they were like, you have an infection. And I was like, wow, this is great. And so basically what they said, it's this thing called pharyngitis. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but basically it's when your tonsils are extremely swollen and your airway is really, really small. So then what they did to cure it was they did an injection, and that injection, like, they asked me if I could either do, okay, I'm so sorry, I'm really going to explain. There's two different, like, I could either get the injection, or I could just get pills and like antibiotics basically, but they're like, we suggest the injection because it works faster, and the pills might take like 1 or 2 days. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go with the injection. So they put the injection, and so hold on, guys. So with the throat, like with my tonsils being really swollen, the reason why I was like, okay, I feel like this needs to be taken to the hospital is because of the fact that it hurt to swallow, and of course I wasn't getting enough, like, I didn't have a big enough airway to like have, so I had shortness in breath. And then even when I coughed, like I said, Saturday morning I woke up with an extremely really like strong cough. Even when I would cough, it hurt, like it hurt, and I was like, to the point where I had to like try to not cough as much because it would just like irritate me, and I didn't know how to deal with it. So I was like, you know what, let's just go in then. So that's when she took me in at 2 in the morning. And so then they put the injection, and I was like, okay, fine. So we were there for about 30 minutes. They came back to check me. They're like, do you feel any better? I was like, no, I don't. So they're like, okay, let's wait about like 10 or 15 more minutes to see if like the injection starts kicking in. And I was like, okay. So they left, and then they came back. They're like, do you feel any better? I was like, well, it doesn't hurt as much, but it's not like, it doesn't hurt as much as it did, but it's not like any better, you know? So they're like, okay, well, you have the choice of staying or leaving. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay like probably like maybe half an hour just to see that it starts kicking in. And they were like, okay. So then they came back in half an hour. It wasn't working. I was like, I'm just gonna go home. My mom literally has to work in like 2 hours. And so we went home. We ended up getting home like around 4:30. Yeah, they told me I had pharyngitis, and that would last a couple days. So that's the case. They're like, don't go to school Tuesday. So I had to miss Monday and Tuesday. I was like, fine. Wednesday morning I woke up and I was feeling so sick. Like, it just seems to be getting worse. I woke up to the point where I couldn't open my eyes because I had a lot of like, it wasn't eye boogers, it was kind of more of as if I had an infection or something. Infection, because my eyes were really red and they were really irritated. I couldn't open them. Like, I struggled in opening them. And my throat just like, I checked my throat and it was just even more swollen than what it was the night before. And I was like, this is like not like normal, you know? And I already had an appointment with my doctor that day. So then we went in with my doctor that day, and she checked my throat. And at this point I also gained the symptoms of like my ear was really hurting and my head was hurting. So she checked my throat and my ear, and she noticed I ended up with an ear infection. So at this point I had pharyngitis, an ear infection, and the flu all at once. And so she was like, yeah, you have a really bad ear infection in your left ear. And so I was like, wow, like, are you kidding me? Like, this just keeps getting worse. And so when she checked my throat, she was like, your tonsils are really, really bad. Like, and I was like, okay. she's like, at this point I think the flu has the flu, pharyngitis, and like pharyngitis slash strep throat, I think the flu, pharyngitis, and strep throat has converted into mono. At this point I did not know what mono was. I was like, what is mono? And it's weird because she first asked me, she's like, are you an athlete, do you like do track or anything? And I was like, no, I don't. And so she was like, at first she was really hesitant, like, I don't know if this is mono, but it looks like it's mono. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what mono is. And so then she talked me through it, and she's like, that's why your throat is really irritated, and don't think it's actually, so the way you get mono is basically like, if you want to know what mono is, kind of just search it up. I don't really want to go into detail about it because at first it was like, wow, that's embarrassing. Like, what are people going to think, you know? But she was like, no, you got mono because of your flu. Like, your flu and pharyngitis and all of that like sickness and bacteria and all of that turned into mono. So I was like, wow, okay. So they prescribed me medications for all of that, and like for my ear infection. And she's like, and you have to miss the rest of the week. You can't go back to school until next week. So literally, guys, I had spring break off, and then I had the following week off because of the fact that I was so sick, and they gave me a doctor's note to excuse me. And I was like, okay, well, I got the doctor's note, you know, and that kind of relieved me a bit. But me being me, I was like, I already know I fell behind and this and that. And so then my doctor was like, no, mono is a serious like illness. So if it gets to the point where we need to write a letter to your teachers to tell them like, hey, she has this, you guys have to be like more gentle towards her. And if you need more time on like turning in your assessments or anything, let us know and we will send it to them, because mono is a serious like illness. And I was like, wow, this is actually serious. So I didn't go to school for the rest of the week. I was feeling really, really, really sick. Like, I think this is worse than 2 years ago, like the story time that I told you guys. And it was just really bad. So like I said, spring break, I had so many videos planned, but I was just so busy and everything was last minute. So I was like, I'm just not going to do it. And then the See You Denver thing, I was going to do it. But like I said, that's when all my symptoms started. And so then that whole following week, I was extremely sick. And I was like, you know, like filming wasn't on top of my head. I was just wanting to be laying down because I didn't feel good at all. So those 2 weeks happened and now they're gone. So then I went back to school. I was thrown with so much like work because I had to catch up with so much, and even like keeping in mind about what my doctor had told me about like, if you need time, let us know and we'll write a letter. Even with that, I was like, you know what, no, I'm just gonna do everything and turn it in. And it was extremely stressful, but I'm finally caught up. And so obviously that week back into school, that would be the 3rd week, I didn't have time because I was just like catching up with schoolwork, catching up with the quizzes, like tests, everything that I missed. So I didn't have time to film. So then literally, so what is it today? This is gonna be the 4th week, and I am still not, so the flu obviously is gone, but we went back to see my doctor last Tuesday. And it turns out, I noticed that like throughout the 3 weeks passing, my tonsils weren't like, they were still swollen, they were still irritated, they were like red. And we noticed like that the swollenness kind of like jumped from this, like my left side, to my right tonsil. And so we were like, this isn't normal. Like, it's almost gonna be a month since you told me I had pharyngitis and that it would last a couple days. And so that's why we went back in, and she was like, yeah, your tonsils they still look really, really rough, and that's like not normal basically. So and then they checked my ear, and I still have like I told them my ear was still hurting, and they're like, yeah, your ear is still irritated, so you still have an ear infection. And then the whole throat thing, they're like, it hasn't been away. So this was this past Tuesday. Today is Sunday. And so then I was like, wow, like, are you kidding me? So They prescribed me other antibiotics, and I'm currently on other antibiotics right now to see if my throat gets any better. And today is the 5th day taking the antibiotics, and it's still not any better. Like my tonsils are still really swollen, my airway is small, and it's just hard for me to breathe. So obviously throughout this video, if you notice that I'm like short in breath or whatever, yeah, so at this point I'm not fully any better because of the fact that I still have my ear infection. Like with my ear infection, I just feel my ear popping every now and then, and it hurts. And then with my throat, it hurts, and then they're really, really swollen. Like I said, I have pictures, but I'm not gonna answer them because some people may not want to see them or whatever. But yeah, it's been really, really stressful. We're already ending April, and I haven't been able to film for you guys, which is why tomorrow we don't have school. Tomorrow's April 29th. We don't have school, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down Sunday night and film this for them because I feel like it's just been too long, and I kind of got used to uploading at least like every 2 weeks or so. And so I was like, I'm just gonna film this for them, and I'm gonna upload it because, you know, I didn't feel really like satisfied with my activity on YouTube or whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna film this for them and literally like let them know what's been going on. So literally overall, I've just been extremely really sick, and it's just been really stressful and hard for me to kind of, like I said, sit down and film for you guys, or even have anything at the top of my mind to film for you guys. So yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but in my little get ready with me, I did tell you guys prom is May 4th, and that is literally this upcoming weekend. So I'm extremely excited for that. I'm really hoping I can film that day and film my senior prom for you guys. So I know, like I said, I had so many video ideas planned, but I know for a fact that the month of May is filled with so many things for me, and I have a lot of testing, but I have a lot of events as well. So I will try my best to like film the events, and yeah, I have videos coming for you guys. I have prom, and then I have my sister's baby shower, and then graduation, guys. Literally, we're like a month away from graduating, and I am so excited. And yeah, there's just been going on so much in my life to the point where I haven't had time to say it. I know I repeated that so many times, but yeah, I really needed to film this video so you guys can be caught up with like what's been going on. Yeah, I finally had the time to sit down and talk to you guys. I missed this, honestly. Like, even though it's only like a month and a half, I feel like I got used to the routine of like, I have to film, I have to upload, you know. And like with having almost 2 months of not filming nor uploading, I realized I missed this, and I actually really enjoy doing this. So I am so excited to see what the future holds. Like I said, I'll bring so many more videos out. I know that for sure after high school I'll have a lot of time for myself, and I'll have a lot of more like spare time to film for you guys. And yeah, honestly, the month of May is gonna be really hectic. If you guys, as you guys know, or if you guys don't know, I am in IB, so I do have IB exams, and that is literally 12 papers that I have this month. So that is gonna be kind of rough for me to film. But like I said, I do have prom, my sister's baby shower, and then graduation that I know for a fact that I'm gonna film. I don't know if I'll be getting those videos uploaded like prom right after prom, and then like the baby shower right after the baby shower, you know, but I will have those videos up for you guys, I promise. Yeah, I'm super excited. And yeah, if you guys have any other video suggestions or anything in specific that you guys want to see for when I do have time, just let me know, and be happy to bring them to you guys. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's like getting dark now, but yeah, with all of that being said, I know I literally just ranted to you guys about me getting sick again, but I just felt the need of letting you guys know why I haven't been able to upload. So that is where I'm going to end the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys, please like bear with me. I'm trying my best here. I didn't really expect to get that sick. I'll keep you guys updated. I do go to the doctor's back on Tuesday to see what's going on with my throat. They're debating if they're gonna send me with an ENT or not. So I'll let you guys know anything. And if you guys want to just be updated, what? If you guys want to stay updated with me, make sure you guys add me on my social media or whatever, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. All of that is always down in the description box below. And baby, you guys haven't seen Emily in forever, and oh my god, take her, look at her. Oh my god. Diles hi guys. What? Diles hi guys. I'm so guys, she's talking so much more like ¿Cómo te llamas?
Emily.
¿Y cómo se llama tu hermanita?
Maeta.
¿Cómo se llama?
Maeta.
¿Cómo se llama?
Baby sister Liani.
Oh, ¿cómo se llama tu baby sister?
Baby sister Liani.
Oh my god. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye.
Bye.